Hey everyone, this week I'll be taking you along with me for a week of my evening routines. I've been pretty locked in lately and my routines in the evening have been having a lot of variety. So for today I just finished working from home and I'm now about to head into the gym for a leg workout. I'm starting a new training block and that's pretty exciting, so let's go.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that broke mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, catch a break, better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics to your life.
I'm back home, so it's time to cook some dinner. So for dinner, I've actually already prepped some things in advance. I have here 4 portions of a creamy chicken stew. So what I'm just gonna do is bake some potatoes and then just heat this up in the microwave and we're done. That makes my evenings far easier and less stressful than if I have to cook something from scratch. While that's in the oven, I also want to talk to you about my training session that I just had. So I just started a new training block from the Jeff Nippard Essentials program, the 4 days a week version. But what I'm finding is that the leg volume is actually really low. It is either way a very low volume program, which is good, but there are only like 3 exercises for the legs or something on this day. So I added leg extensions, I added leg curls, I added hip abductors, because previously it was only like single leg press, which I replaced actually with a Smith machine squat because my single leg exercises I find it difficult on my hips. But either way, it was only that and calf raises and then some abs, which is not enough for me, and I actually need a little bit more direct glute work. So I think next week I'm gonna add some hip thrusts. I think just regular barbell hip thrusts, because this is not enough. I can push as hard as possible as I can on those exercises, but I do need a bit of volume actually. But yeah, aside from that, it was also just not a good session either way. I did not have the energy to really push myself. I also didn't really feel like going. Went anyway. Sometimes those are the best sessions you can have, but today it was just not there. We'll see for tomorrow. Then we have an upper body, and the upper body days are actually really well designed. I'm really happy with those. It's just the legs just aren't there. And I personally, I do need a little bit more glute work because it is lacking. Let's just keep it at that. While in the car on my way back from the gym, on my way back home, I also finished my audiobook, which was A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes from the Hunger Games franchise. So because I still have a bit of time while my potatoes are in the oven, I'm gonna write a review on Goodreads. Just very satisfying because you can see the number of books you've read go up.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with the negativity, with that broke mentality. Jump on.
So while I'm eating this, what I've been doing recently actually while eating is watching Major League Balatro on YouTube. I'll show you. So yeah, that's just like basically like a tournament involving a roguelite card game, which sounds very boring and it's very niche, but I am obsessed with the game and it's very entertaining while being very light as well. But anyway, when I'm finished eating, I'm gonna play Halo with some friends, and that'll be it for the evening. I think I usually quit gaming at 9, so then I still have room for about an hour to get a quick shower in and do some reading. I took a quick shower and now, right before going to bed, I'm gonna read for a bit. I still have about half an hour before I'm gonna fall asleep, and currently I am reading The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buhlman. And I'm actually not really enjoying this one. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. I'm hoping to get to 75%, hopefully in half an hour, but I don't think I'm gonna manage. I'm currently at 62. Oh well, we'll try and make some progress. while the potatoes are in the oven, I'm gonna give you an update on what I'm reading. So currently I am reading Ace by Angela Chen, which is about the asexuality spectrum. And yeah, not to really go on a weird tangent here, but it's been really eye-opening so far. It's something I've struggled with my entire life, always felt like abnormal, and my interest in SCX, I would say, is just what society kind of expected you to. So I wasn't ever really interested in it, and I always felt like, yeah, weird about other people being sexually interested in me and stuff like that. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, I know, but it's a good book. It's an interesting book. It makes me feel less. It makes me feel less out of place, and that's a good thing, because up until now, every time I confessed to someone about kind of feeling that way, it always was approached in a way that it was something to be fixed, and never as something like just what you just accepting it as something that you are. And the book is kind of helping me with that, so that's a good thing. But yeah, that's a tangent for today. I would recommend it if you also struggle with the same thing. And I would also like to know that I'm not alone. So if you or someone you know is also struggling with this, feel free to drop a comment below and maybe start a discussion. One other thing that I've also been trying to plan in lately is doing some extra self-studying, some studying in the evenings, usually on Wednesdays, and then also one day in the weekend, just for some self-improvement and also just to, yeah, keep myself busy. So lately I've been doing video editing course, for example, which is just because it's something that interests me, and it would also help this channel, so it gives me like a purpose and a real goal to have to complete it. I'm doing the DaVinci Resolve Essentials, which is a course by Daniel Walter Scott, but it's been given by Brandon Baldovin. And I have to say, I did the first part, which is just the basic kind of editing introduction, and I'm actually really super happy with the course. It's one of the best I've had followed so far. I have done a few on graphic design and a few on code, for example, but none of them were as engaging as this one. So today I'm trying to do it section by section. So every time I do sit down to study, I try to do a whole section, which is usually between an hour or 2 hours. And today is about short form video content. So as far as I can see, there's a bunch of cool effects here, and there's just a bunch of maybe how to structure and stuff like that. The course also delves a lot into the why you make certain choices, why you do certain things, and that makes it also really interesting. In the future, it also delves into the motion graphics part of DaVinci Resolve, and animating titles, and especially the color grading, which I'm really interested in. So I'm curious on how that develops. So what I usually do is I have the course set up on my laptop screen, And then on my main screen, I have like my notes in Notion, course notes, and like, for example, saving shortcuts, just important notes in general on one side. And then on the other side, I have DaVinci Resolve open. And so it's easy to follow along. So yeah, those are my evenings lately. In the future, I also maybe want to delve into more fitness theory, maybe some personal coaching, personal training, because that's something that interests me as well. And I would also like to be able to create my own programs and have real thought behind them and why you make certain choices with those. So that's my studying for today done, and it's already 6 o'clock, so it's already time to start on dinner, which is again the same thing I've eaten the past 2 days, which is the chicken stew with potatoes. But it makes my evening super easy. So for the editing today, the section was about short form content, which was great, which also includes some tips on doing some like super fast cuts and how to do them super efficiently, stuff like that. The rendering settings, compositing, how to do that in DaVinci Resolve, which is all very interesting. The next section is about motion graphics, which is also going to be super cool, which I'm probably going to tackle in the weekend. Curious on what my first video will be that will be fully edited in DaVinci Resolve. Currently, I'm editing in CapCut, which serves its purpose well, but is of course a bit simplistic. And I do use the Pro version because otherwise it's extremely limited. So it does cost money, and I would like to move away from that. But I don't think this video will already be edited in DaVinci Resolve. Maybe the next one, I don't know, we'll see. So I just finished my food, and I think the rest of the evening I'm gonna spend reading because no one is available to game today, and it's been a while since I got a really good reading session in. I am still reading The Black Tongued Thief, and I really want to be done with it. I'm still at 70% ish, and it's not that big of a book, but it's so boring, but I don't want to DNF it. We'll see how far we can get today. So I fear the evening today is not going to be very eventful. It's going to be quite a bit similar to the other evenings because I'm going to be eating the exact same thing. I am going to be playing Halo with a friend. and then I'm gonna end the night while reading. Though today I did finish the Asexuality audiobook, and I finished the Black Tongue Thief yesterday. My God. So I have to write some reviews for that on my Goodreads, which is linked down below. But I'm excited to start a new book tonight and pick a new audiobook for tomorrow. And I hope the audio is a bit okay. My mic suddenly stopped connecting to my camera, which is weird, but I'm gonna look into that tomorrow to fix it. Also for the course, I did do a bit during my working hours today or on my lunch break. The next section was about 30 minutes, which was ideal to just get it quickly. And it was just a note-taking session, so it was all right. But again, I'm still enjoying it. I've also entered a mailing list for a personal training program for which entering it will soon be open. But we'll see what that brings. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but I think I should just go for it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, yeah, I could lose a lot of money, but it's something I do want to delve into, and it's knowledge that I do want to gain. And I think it might be good for me to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Longer than expected, so I don't have that much time to read, about 20 minutes, but let's pick out a new book together. I have about these ones available and a few others. I might start, I think I'm gonna start The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. So I know nothing about this, I just know that there's a dragon on the cover and that it's quite well rated. So let's read at least one chapter today.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with the broke mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, catch a break, better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak, it don't make sense now. Give it a good, put that on good when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that. So great news, I fixed my mic, so the audio should be better now again. So today is Friday, which is the last day of the evening routines I'm going to show you.
Except today I was gonna game with a few friends where we were playing Big Walk, which is like a big co-op game where you're like a bunch of birds and you have to solve puzzles together and stuff. It's fun. But the owner of the save file is sick, so it's cancelled for today, and now I'm wondering what to do. I experimented a little and I ate my big dinner for lunch today. So tonight I'm just gonna have a light meal and I'm gonna see what I do. I don't want to continue my video editing course for today because the next step is motion graphics, which is about 2 hours long, and I really want to be concentrated for that to follow it, and I don't feel like it tonight. I might actually do a stretching routine and some reading, or maybe do a different course that is a bit more lighthearted. I also started a nutrition course as well on Udemy, but just as preparation for when I maybe eventually do my personal coach course. I got a mail today that the subscriptions the ways to enter start Monday, so we'll see. And as for books, I started again yesterday The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. It's actually really good so far. I'm really liking it. I'm only 10% in or so, but I might continue that tonight. And as audiobook, I started Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, which is also known as the Hunger Games prequel, of which a movie is coming out this year, next year. I'm not sure, but it's really good so far. I'm only 3 chapters in, and I'm actually really enjoying it a lot more than Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes so far.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that broke mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, catch a break, better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a cut, put that on good when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that. Jump off my back, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your
So I read about 6 chapters of my book, which is pretty good. I also ended up stretching a little, following a routine on YouTube, and I did a section of my nutrition course. So the evening ended up feeling very productive in the end. Now I'm gonna go in the shower just before going to bed, because today it was like 36 degrees outside and I'm in need of a good hot shower before hopping into bed. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this vlog. I hope you got some inspiration for it, and hopefully see you next time. Bye.